Hey everyone, welcome back to Fixing My Faith. Well, this video is hard to make, but it's necessary. A pregnant woman has died during surgery in Nigeria. She needed a blood transfusion, but the doctor allegedly refused to give it to her, citing her religious beliefs as a Jehovah's Witness. Here's the thing, the patient was not a JW. Usually these things are the other way around. It's a patient that dies because they're a JW and they refuse blood. But here we have a JW doctor refusing to give blood to a woman who needs it. And the doctor let her die. So we're going to read the article and then I'll break down exactly why the Watchtower's blood teachings are not just dangerous, they're deadly. So here we are. This article hit the news yesterday. It's very, very current. It's entitled, Pregnant Lady Passes Away During Operation as Jehovah's Witness Doctor Refuses Blood Transfusion. And there's the thumbnail that they have for it. So the lady in the picture there, that's the lady that passed away. Okay, so the article reads, a Nigerian man, Chris Adams, has taken to Facebook to mourn the tragic loss of his pregnant wife, Victoria Paris, who reportedly died during childbirth after a doctor allegedly refused to perform a life-saving blood transfusion due to religious beliefs. In a heart-wrenching post, Adams recounted how his 7 months pregnant wife began experiencing severe abdominal pains and was rushed to the Standard Maternity Clinic in the Churchill area of Port Harcourt. So this is in Nigeria. And he noted that the clinic had successfully handled the births of their other children in the past, but this time things took a devastating turn. Adams revealed that although the cesarean section was successful, his wife lost a significant amount of blood and urgently needed a transfusion. However, the doctor allegedly refused to administer the transmission, citing her faith as a Jehovah's Witness, a religion that discourages blood transfusions. And he also condemned the hospital's poor operating conditions, claiming there was power outage during the surgery, forcing the medical team to scramble to start the generator in the middle of the procedure. And Adams further alleged that the family was misled into signing the consent form and blamed the doctor's religious beliefs for his wife's tragic death. So that's Watchtower's belief. And it cost his wife to die. She was not a Jehovah's Witness. She just wanted to have a baby. She had some other babies there. And he wrote, "We lost our beloved to the cold hands of death. My beloved was 7 months pregnant, started feeling pains in her stomach. She was rushed to the maternity clinic here in Port Harcourt." So to be honest, it was at this hospital she gave birth to her other children, but this case was different. She gave birth through a C-section. And the doctor ran the operation on her, which was successful, but she lost a lot of blood and she died. She needed a blood transfusion. So the doctor said she does not do that in her hospital because she is a religious person and she's Jehovah's Witnesses. She's a Jehovah's Witness. So it goes on to say, first, you forget your religion before running the hospital. Second, you run an operation in your hospital with the Nigerian NEPA light, which failed during the operation. They started running to put it on the generator. My beloved was killed by the doctor's religious beliefs. So she was killed not because of the generator, folks. She was killed because of Watchtower's religious beliefs. The family was tricked to sign for the operation because of their self-interest. Victoria Paris, we miss you. We need justice. Well, this is what happened. This is the case. It's a sad case. It's something I've never heard of. But this teaches us all a bit of a lesson. So what can we take home from all of this? So let's be clear. This woman was not refusing blood. She wanted to live. The doctor imposed her own Watchtower trained conscience on a patient who didn't believe in that doctrine. And now the woman is dead. So this isn't just about religious freedom anymore, folks. It's about medical negligence cloaked in cult loyalty. And when your faith tells you to deny life-saving care, not just for yourself but for others, that's a line that should never be crossed. After reading this, I went to JW.org. I looked through every article in their blood index. And you know what I found? Page after page of articles attacking the blood transfusions. And I'm going to show you. They talk about hepatitis, HIV, surgery risks, all these other things. Let's just head her over to their site and I'll show you. Okay, so this is on their Watchtower online library under blood. And you can also go to information, hospital information, hospital liaison committee, medical directives, no blood medicine video, transfusion alternative health care. Like, these guys think they're doctors. They go on and they talk about hemoglobin-based oxygen carriers. They talk about all the negative stuff with blood, a video on no blood, avoiding blood banks sued for infections, chart preventing the controlling of hemorrhaging without blood, costs of blood, dangers of blood, contaminated blood not reported, disease transmission, family blood not safe, for heart patients, fungus contamination, government inquiry. You see hepatitis B, hepatitis C, hepatitis G, HTLV1 virus. It's all the negative stuff on blood. That's all they talk about with blood. It's no longer about the Bible, folks. This is about something else. It's not just about the Bible. So when we look at this, this is propaganda, plain and simple. A real Bible principle doesn't need a fear campaign to back it up. So why does Watchtower push this? So what's happening? Why are they so aggressive on this blood transfusion thing that a doctor, a medical doctor who's trained to save people's lives, refuses to administer a blood transfusion to save a woman's life who is not a Jehovah's Witness? What is this all about? Well, number one, it's a loyalty test. It proves total obedience. If you're willing to die or let your child die, or in this case, let your patient die, because the governing body said so, they know that you're fully under their control. Number two, it creates isolation. By painting blood and doctors as worldly threats, they isolate members from trusting outsiders, reinforcing the belief that only the organization can be trusted. And number three, they're trapped in it. They're trapped in it. Backing down now would expose them to massive lawsuits. They've built this doctrine for decades. And if they admit it's flawed, they open the floodgates of accountability. And number four, it maintains superiority. Refusing blood becomes a mark of spiritual purity. It's not about scripture. It's not about appearing morally superior. It's about spiritual purity. And number five, it prevents critical thought. When followers see blood as poison, they stop questioning the doctor or the doctrine. When Watchtower shows them that blood's poison, you can dig up all kinds of articles on a motor vehicle, on a car. And if you read it all, you wouldn't drive a car. But many of you out there drive a car. So, you can find the fault in everything. Watchtower does not show all the lives that blood has saved. They don't show that. They want their people to see blood as poison. So they stop questioning the doctrine. So it becomes life and death manipulation by fear. Number five. And the broader danger, now we're seeing what happens when that mindset leaks into the healthcare system. This woman died because a doctor's loyalty was not to her patient. It was to 11 men in New York, men who are currently subpoenaed for covering up CSA and who haven't shown their faces in months on JW Broadcasting. So this story should never repeat itself. But if you're watching this, never assume a JW doctor will put your life first. If you have a JW doctor, get rid of him or her, because their conscience might not be their own. It might belong to Watchtower. So this story should never repeat itself. Belief is personal, faith is personal, but life-saving medical decisions should be based on science, ethics, and consent, not religious coercion. And if you're experiencing anything like this, if Watchtower Doctrine has harmed you or your family, drop a comment below and reach out. And as always, keep living your life with love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.